From the latest news to your favorite tune, we've got your back morning, night, and afternoon. Join our family, connect with your crew. Kings FM 88.5, just for you.
His Excellency George Weah, President of Liberia. Our board noted that His Excellency's victory as the African Political Leader of the Year 2023 is a testament to his contributions to promoting peace, African culture and development, youth and sports development, and advancing Africa's agenda globally. It is also a recognition of his critical role in the infrastructural and socio-economic development of his country, as well as his people-friendly policy. He has continued to advocate for peace and free and fair elections in the ECOWAS sub-region, and this was demonstrated by a show of statesmanship and iconic posturing by accepting electoral loss and congratulating the winner. While he arguably had options as a sitting president, he chose the path of honor, peace, and the defense of democracy. His emergence reaffirms our position that he has remained one of the continent's leading light, as he had continued to demonstrate great faith in the African project, promoting African dignity and helping to change the negative narratives about the continent.
Before we could become journalists today, we are citizens. There is no way that our country is safe. We cannot practice in our respective professions. When we are at war, pastors will not be respected to go to church to preach. When we are at war, medical doctors will not be able to go to hospitals except on coercion or sanitary condition. When we are at war, lawyers will not be able to go to court to practice. That's why when you see these things happening, whether you are a lawyer, whether you are working a profession, you got to step down and protect your country, so that that country will provide an avenue for you to be the kind of person that you want to be. And that's where we are now. What happened yesterday was wrong. It's still wrong, and no matter what it is wrong. We are seeing things happening in this country, and people are now seeing it as being right because the affair is there. And these are things that we got to be stand up to. Be a patriot, you have to stand first on the side of the law, because the politicians will go away. The regime will pass away, but your country will stay. The law will stay. Your patriotism vow will continue to stay on. And these are things that we got to stand up for. It doesn't matter how people feel, what kind of side you want to be on. We just got to speak to the truth, and that is very much important.
I see in the next few months a nicer country, a very noisy country, rowdy country, a heavily divided country, a very tough economy, a sense of elitism that those who are coming at the hem of authority. The coming in of the Unity Party is going to multiply the economic woes, the economic conundrum, the economic quagmire, the suffering of the Liberian people is going to multiply. We are not prophets of doom, but the reality will come in.
The Liberian National Police commenced the Congress for Democratic Change with discipline, calm, and statesmanship demonstrated during the recent eviction process. The respect for the rule of law, despite the deep sentimental value and history attached to the property, reflects a maturity that strengthens Liberia's democracy. This moment is not only a testament to CDC's leadership, but also a reminder to all political institutions and citizens that our democracy grows stronger when lawful decisions are honored peacefully.
Today, you have a rebel police director who thinks that he has arrived, and the worst thing about all these people, they all benefited from the magnanimity of George Weah. Ranging from people on the bench of the Supreme Court that got letters from George Weah. If some of them choose to pay him back with evil, it's up to them. The very brave will come out today. You worked in the previous administration when Weah came, he also got another letter again. And he chooses to do what he's doing, is up to him. But one thing I can tell you for sure is this is how we have always been molded. That's how God has always molded Weah and catapulted him into success. He will suffer rejection, denigration, humiliation. That has been his life. How can you make somebody who has been down the line their shame? The person has gone through shame. They have gone through disgrace. They have done everything they can. Whatever people thought and were laughing at them, they surmount everything and catapult themselves into becoming someone who is towering that the whole world can look at today. What more can you do? You think you're bringing that person down? You're just hurting yourself. In fact, what you are doing, you are destroying yourself. You know what it takes for you to flatten yourself of being bad? When people are looking for good image, you are happy. If becoming a bad person, George Weah would never ever buy in to your tricks. Would never ever.
The Liberia National Police commends Congress for Democratic Change for discipline, calm, and statesmanship demonstrated during the recent eviction process. The respect for the rule of law, despite the deep sentimental value and history attached to the property, reflects a maturity that strengthens Liberia's democracy. This movement is not only a testament to CDC's leadership, but also a reminder to all political institutions and citizens that our democracy grows stronger when lawful decisions are honored peacefully.
Today, you have a rebel police director who thinks that he has arrived, and the worst thing about all these people, they all benefited from the magnanimity of George Weah. Ranging from people on the bench of the Supreme Court, they got letters from George Weah. If someone else wants to pay him back with evil, it's up to them. The very Gregory come out today. He worked in the previous administration when Weah came. He also got another letter again. Then he chooses to do what he's doing, is up to him. But one thing I can tell you for sure is this is how we are always being molded. That's how God has already molded Weah and put him into success. He will suffer rejection, denigration, humiliation. That's been his life. How can you make somebody who has been down the line that shame? The person has gone through shame. They have gone through disgrace. They have done everything they can. Whatever people thought and were laughing at them, they surmount everything and catapult themselves into becoming someone who is towering that the whole world can look at today. What more can you do? You think you're bringing that person down? You're just hurting yourself. In fact, what you are doing, you are destroying yourself. You know what it takes for you to flatten yourself of being bad? When people are looking for good image, you are happy. In becoming a bad person, George Weah would never ever buy in to your tricks. Would never ever.
Mr. President, recently we witnessed the demolition of the CDC headquarters in Comot Town, which was carried out through a court order. How does the administration ensure that such enforcement action are done fairly and without political interference?
The law is the law. It's not the government. It's the government implementation of the law. The police were ordered to do it, and they did it. That demolition is removal of the people from premises that don't belong to them according to the law.
Why will George Weah, who is tempted by a Joseph Butler, who was drowning in his Egypt land, who was dead, very red up, that sting, you could find him passing around, practically dead and useless. Why will such a man conduct make you we are vexed that you will stop the work and then lose God's own mission to take you to the promised land? That was the test of time today for George Weah. If George Weah had reacted, you are falling in the place of Moses.
Mr. President, recently we witnessed the demolition of the CDC headquarters in Comot Town, which was carried out through a court order. How does the administration ensure that such enforcement action are done fairly and without political interference?
The law is the law. It's not the government. It's the government implementation of the law. The police were ordered to do it, and they did it. That demolition is removal of the people from premises that don't belong to them according to the law.
Why will George Weah, who is tempted by a Joseph Butler, who was drowning in his Egypt land, who was dead, very red up, dirty, sting, you can find him passing around, practically dead and useless. Why will such a man conduct make you we are vexed that you will stop the work and then lose God's own mission to take you to the promised land? That was the test of time today for George Weah. If George Weah had reacted, you are falling in the place of Moses.
The Tricon happy partisans leadership of the police force, direct instruction from Waka himself into actions. Direct instruction from Waka himself into actions.
direct instruction from Waka himself spelled into actions. Direct instruction from Waka himself spelled into actions. Direct instruction from Waka himself spelled into action. It was not a lawful eviction. It was a failed mission to destroy and erase the CDC in an attempt to fulfill the very wish Baba has repeatedly expressed to his lieutenants. While executing this criminal act, amid the cheers of their partisans, they failed to notice the loud silence of the vast majority of ordinary Liberians. Our people are in disbelief at this administration. Reckless behavior in its quest to consolidate power. Austerity will punish them harshly, while the loss of our office building is a setback. I want to emphasize that it is only temporary. We shall overcome this sooner rather than later. A special national headquarters delivery committee is being established to immediately begin the construction work so that we can have a modern state-of-the-art new home in record time. We shall execute this while we embark on a national tour to inform our people. In my journey to heights I have achieved, I've seen such hiccups before. We shall never waver. Together we will build. We are survivors by history. We are blessed with a spirit that overcomes even the most tragedies and misfortune. Remember the unity, strength, and identity of our party and coalition are not formed in bricks and mortar. They live in the minds, hearts, and fighting spirit of our teaming supporters. Therefore, I call on every member of the party, our sympathizers, to mobilize, focus our energies on constructing our next premises. I must be clear, resist the temptation to take the law into your own hands. However disappointed we are by this outcome, I call on each of you to continue respecting the law and due process. I am optimistic about the political future of our party. Together we will build a better home than for our party. So help me God.
Before we could become journalists today, we are citizens. If there is no way that our country is safe, we cannot practice in our respective professions. When we are at war, pastors will not be respected to go to church to preach. When we are at war, medical doctors will not be able to go to hospitals except on a coercion or sanitary condition. When we are at war, lawyers will not be able to go to court to practice. That's why when you see these things happening, whether you are a lawyer, whether you are working on a profession, you got to step down and protect your country so that that country will provide an avenue for you to be the kind of person that you want. And that's where we are now. What happened yesterday was wrong. It's still wrong, and no matter what it is wrong. We are seeing things happening in this country, and people are now seeing it as being right because their side is there. And these are things that we got to be stand up to be a patriot. You have to stand first on the side of the law because the politicians will go away. The regime will pass away, but your country will stay. The law will stay. Your patriotism vow will continue to stay on. And these are things that we got to stand up for. It doesn't matter how people feel, what kind of side you want to be on. We just got to speak to the truth, and that is very much
His Excellency George Weah, President of Liberia. Our board noted that His Excellency's victory as the African Political Leader of the Year 2023 is a testament to his contributions to promoting peace, African culture and development, youth and sports development, and advancing Africa's agenda globally. It is also a recognition of his critical role in the infrastructural and socio-economic development of his country as well as his people-friendly policies. He has continued to advocate for peace and free and fair elections in the ECOWAS sub-region, and this was demonstrated by a show of statesmanship and iconic posturing by accepting electoral loss and congratulating the winner. While he arguably had options as a sitting president, he chose the path of honor, peace, and the defense of democracy. His emergence reaffirms our position that he has remained one of the continent's leading light, as he had continued to demonstrate great faith in the African project, promoting African dignity and helping to change the negative narratives about the continent.
But bless God, thank God Almighty. He is good, He is faithful, He is kind, He is loving. But He is also the God of judgment. He is the God who renders justice. Now, before anything, yes, He is the God. And He is the God who does not take side with dictatorial, despotic, dictatorial, tyrannical leaders, rulers. He doesn't take side. He gives them time to repent of their evil rule. If not, he uproots. If you think I'm lying, well, go into both the Old and New Testament. You will see them before you. If you are a bad president, God is not satisfied with you. Bad speaker, God is not satisfied with you. Bad Senate pro tem, God not satisfied with you. Bad senator, bad representative, bad politicians, God not satisfied with you. So the only option you have is to treat God's people right, to do what is right. Judgment is on earth. Judgment means God's punishment. Before heaven, you're not going to account for your political rule. Instead, he gave the instruction, treat my people fairly. Do not allow them to groan in their hearts. Do not feed on them and enrich yourselves. If you did, he gives time again to repent. And if you continue to show your dictatorial, tyrannical, despotic tendency, he uproots. You're going to ask Nebuchadnezzar. So we are grateful to have that God hovering us. He is a good God. Thank you for coming on, all of you. Great people, I appreciate all of you. We can get started without reminding you, as it is our responsibility, about the King Support Basket. Where we are, we need you. We appreciate everything that you have done from the recesses of our heart. We are grateful to you. Thank you. You've done so much. You continue to do so much. And we encourage you to do so much. You have been very responsive, and your $5, $10, whatever the amount is being used for the intended purpose. We are grateful. We will be having the raiser or fundraiser on Thursday of this week, day after tomorrow. We look forward to your usual cooperation on Thursday from the morning hours to the night. Let's talk about it. society issues in society with Stephen Compton, and then real talk, then face the issues. You have done so well. You continue to do much. We appreciate everything. However, we need you to do more. Thank you for what you have done. We are grateful. We don't want to be that or those 9 ingrate souls after Jesus healed and blessed 10 struggling individuals who needed assistance. They decided to go their way. And only one went back to say thank you. And God asked a simple question: wasn't it right to come back and say thank you? That means whenever somebody did something good for you, tell them thank you. If they give you a dime, tell them thank you. If they give you a water to drink, tell him thank you. If they gave you a lift, tell that person thank you. Gratitude goes with blessing. People would say, oh, yes, people are motivated. Yes, that's true. When you show gratitude to people, they are motivated. But that motivation, it is a blessing. It is a blessing. Gratitude, a blessing. That's what God uses to bless the person who did good. But you must firstly show gratitude. So we are grateful. Thank you all. Get ready. You have done well. Most of you. Thank you so much. Willem Derry Woolum, Upper Corwell, Vinicius Bar, Newcretown, Claude de Corps, Giflor, Vuolo, Tobasi, Davids, that's Daviso Castle Boy, Lagoon Community, Newcretown, Alexander M. Dolly, the State of Tennessee, USA, Nangara Cayenne, Corwell, Victoria Tier, Jacobstown, Painesville, Thomas Wiegba, Airfield, Elfie New Road, Joseph Cogley, David Toe, Newcretown, T. Gay Senior, Bengba Town, where's that? Asata Miller, Red Light, Wille Pittman, District 11, Badnuttsville, the home of the regime speaker. He will soon leave you there and go on the highway. All the government officials, the building on the highway. He will soon leave you there. The family people will be in the house. Moses Ricks, Johnsonville, Kisikam, Ansu Famule, Broville, Just that's Matilda Stevens, USA, Musa A. Sharif, Sophie, Congo Town, Elizabeth Thomas, Congo Town, Ahmed Gee, Magibi County, Ansu Sharif, Red Hill Field Community, District 17, Stanley Small, yes, Alexander M. Dolly. All of you great people, great people. The chairman is on Romancio Latupan, Kennebar, or Rico for short. The everlasting chairman, chairman for life, the melting pot chairman, the only chairman that cuts across, head of Block 13 Intellectual Center. There in District 18. District 18. The man finds himself in a district that the lawmaker is sleeping. Bobo lawmaker. Sorry, Mr. Chairman, but that's what I'm told. That the chairman, the lawmaker, Edward Papi Flomo, sleeping lawmaker, the lawmaker who gives excuses, so much so that nothing is happening in that district. Good to have you on, Mr. Chairman, Romantio Latupan, Kennebo Rico for short, and his principal deputy, Jackson C. Pone Jr. of Iron Factory Block C community, member of Block Titan Intellectual Center. We can end the protocol without bringing on my dear sister, Orita Choir, a very good lady. Good to have you on, Orita. Thank you so much for all that you have done and continue to do. You are a very good woman. God bless you. Thank you so much. Yes. So, what we've got on our plate, confusion in the camp. Confusion in the camp. So, let's talk firstly the breakthrough. The breakthrough. Let's talk the breakthrough. Very significant breakthrough. This is welcoming. Very good news. But before I get to that, they said it is 6 years and we will be talking for 6 years. We agree to that. We accept it. Ironically, they will be reacting for 6 years. And we've not gone too far into the 6 years. They are vexed, they are angry, they are mad, they are frustrated, they are ashamed, they just can understand themselves. Their own people are exposing them, how they lie to them, they use them, they fool them, they made fun of them. One of their colleagues, whose ability I didn't know this whose ability was the lady that we've been together for a while in Batnersville Estate. But all along we were together, I didn't know her by that name, whose ability. Just like we meet most time, almost everybody will just call me OB. So we call people in my community, we call people by the nickname. It's very hard, you hear, very seldom rather, you hear people the full name. Yeah, just like you hear people say, oh, AB, Israel, just like that. I didn't know until today, a friend of mine from the estate were having our meal this morning. While eating, he brought the issue up. And he said, Obi, do you know that the lady that the Unity Party betrayed was our own sister in the estate? Then I said to him, how? And then he gave where she was. So I said, you mean around the last bus stop, around Parker's mother's house? One of our friends, he's out of the country and a very good guy, very down to earth, Parker. And his mother, right before Goodrich, before you can reach, as soon as you then getting into Goodrich, the second apartment, his mother had a little shop there. And the apartment before the shop, there were this lady. But I did not know her by that name, whose ability, until today. But I saw the name, I saw the photo, but the way before I could not read it until my friend told me today that Bannersway is getting ready. Bannersway is mourning. Whose ability? Huge. Was beautiful. Oh, yes. She and her Unity Party business was not easy. from Ellen to Black opposition. I didn't know that she was the one. Yeah, I have to go in Badlandsville and empathize and sympathize with my friends that we were all together. She was a very nice lady. Not because she's dead. Cruz was very nice. We around, we lecture a lot. She was a jovial person. Usually people will, when the person passed off, then they tend to flatter the person was this, even if the person didn't have the character, they will still say. But honestly, if she wasn't, if she has some awful behavior, I would say, that's Sam Andrews. Everybody, those who know me, they will tell you. She was a jovial person. Yeah, very jovial. So all of the time we met at Parker's Mother's shop to lecture around Prince Mo shop, where the former public works minister Mambutu Yimpan house opposite Prince Mo place there. Lecture. She was kind of very active. She was. Yeah, I didn't know. So Unity Party betrayed the lady until she died. Nobody had the guts. After she made several calls, she went through to people to reach out to officials within the party to help her. Nobody would give ear to anything. Yesterday, they were complaining, they were shouting, they saw it as a political weapon against CDC, saying CDC abandoned their people, the people were dying, they used the people to come to power, and yet they are not focusing on their partisans. Yet Kush risks her life for Unity Party and Kush died. Kush, according to the story, Kush called. I think she put up some photos. Even her own friend, Queen Johnson, a diehard supporter of Unity Party. What did Queen say? Queen Johnson said, truly, she cried out for assistance from Unity Party people. She cried. She tried reaching out. None of those people gave her attention. Today, Kush, Kush, yeah, the name Kousm, Ability. She's going under the ground. The Unity Party people today ain't regretting anything. But watch it. At the funeral, they will go there pretending, acting like they did what they needed to have done. But that the family will entertain them over there. Again, here's another one. Life is a cycle, it goes around. Here's another lady, Alice Kopo Bumble, complaining. Hear what Alice said. Let me quote her word for word. She said, this is what some of us pass through for this one Unity Party business. These photos were taken on April 8th, 2023, on my way to River G County for the restructuring of the party's leadership in the county. Today, almost all of the big guys have cut off speech from some of us, as well as changing their phone numbers so we can bother them. But let it be known to all our leaders within Unity Party, we are the ones who work for what they are enjoying today, and you don't have our time. This one complaining, and she's not the only person. She's not who's gone based on Unity Party neglect. Alice Bombo is complaining. Before Alice, others have been complaining. And many will come out. Many of them will complain. They have not seen anything yet. That is why when you see something happening to your colleague, don't be excited. Don't be happy. Just take your time, empathize with them, because life is a cycle. And the events just flow in cycles. That's how life is. Today, all of them are complaining. Ain't reached the boiling point yet. No. That is the first pointer. What the atmosphere is hot, I like the atmosphere. It is very interesting atmosphere. CDC is the greatest party of all the parties in Liberia. CDC is the most talked about party in life. The person that is talked about the more. It means, in the opinion and reasoning of everybody who is talking, that party or that person is magnetic, is charismatic. It draws the attention of people. It is a brand. So people talk about anything it does, people talk about it. So if you look at the trend or the atmosphere, everywhere CDC is being discussed. Everybody discussing CDC. The reason for that, not because CDC is making not only the news, but CDC is loved by these people who are discussing it. And they think that they are creating a scene by which the public will see CDC as a party so offensive in the eyes and ears of the people. But they are helping the party. In such a time, they are helping. CDC makes the news, and Unity Party politicians, together with the other people, they spread the news. They like CDC so much. How these Unity Party people and others like the CDC so much so that they can't stop talking CDC from one end to another. The excitement, the breaking down, the destruction of the people's headquarters. And they stay talking, they stay explaining, they stay saying all manner of things all over the place. Very interesting. CDC is a magnet. Yes. CDC is a charismatic institution. A charismatic institution is that institution that attracts people onto it based on how it prouds itself. So you get everybody talking about that institution everywhere. They will leave their personal business, they will leave their priority and make CDC or that institution, in this context, CDC, their priority. So you saw the excitement from August 2010. And people were frustrated. I said, this thing, we're talking every day. We're talking every day. And every day you will hear the political leader of the Congress for Democratic Change. I know that there is confusion within the government right now. Bwaka is embarrassed. We know that our intel is true. Bwaka is uncomfortable. There is confusion between them. Why they had to move the way they move. They received some calls from outside that it was too hasty, and a leading political party to move and destroy the party headquarters that way sends a negative signal to the outside world about Liberia's democracy. Even though the government tried to distance itself like it wasn't a part of it, it was the law. When everything seen by the whole world, the law was not paramount, as politics was the dominant force in everything. So much so that the president confirmed it, the deputy for LBS confirmed it when he said mission accomplished big time. And every other official or officials of Unity Party, they started rejoicing over it. That is the political confirmation. Today, shamefully, They sat at the Ministry of Information. They say they distancing themselves. Only the children who have tabula rasa mind. Tabula rasa means blank. It's an Italian phrase for blank mind. You can also be a bigger person, but you also have a blank mind. But the expression is for a child. That's why you don't beat a child when you see the child doing what he or she is doing. You don't beat the child because the child doesn't have reason. The child only moves with feelings, emotion, sentiment. That when you see the child behaving the way you see, that tabula rasa right there, the child has a mind, but that mind is empty. Nothing there. The same applies to people who are big, but they have tabula rasa mind. It's empty. In politics, there's some people you can call, you hear the expression, you say, tanning, meaning you can reason right. Those people sat down at the Ministry of Information today. They say they they distancing themselves. Instead of telling the people the progress from Japan and what the people should expect in the coming weeks, months, year, they are explaining that the worrying a part of it was all about the law. Everybody knows, down to the international community knows that it was political. Bouaka had all along wanted to remove CDC from over there. We are directly accused. We did not mince his words. He directly accused. He with every purpose. He did not brag. He accused Bouaka. He accused Bouaka of doing it. And what did he say? It was something that Bouaka had always said to his people, that no matter what, he would destroy CDC headquarters. We are accused. They were in no alleged business. We are accused. He put it in the face of Bouaka and Bouaka officials that Bouaka, purposefully, intentionally, unregrettably destroy CDC headquarters. He said it. Oh, yes, the political leader was right. NSA, we are Kento. NSA, we are Namumu. And you see a political leader, an opposition political leader talks at the appropriate time. It is not who yell and scream and shout all over the place, but who speaks at the appropriate time with wisdom and understanding that everybody will agree with him. He accused Bouaka that Bouaka did it.
Today, we witness yet another testament of the Unity Party government gross disregard for the rule of law.
No,
is it. The trickle happy partisans leadership of the police force with direct instruction from Bouaka himself, spread police force with direct instruction from Bouaka himself, 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 spurred into actions. There was not a lawful eviction. It was a failed mission to destroy and erase the CDC in an attempt to fulfill their very wish Bouaka has repeatedly expressed to his lieutenants.
Yeah. Didn't we listen, there's nothing hidden from the presidency, around the presidency, nothing hidden from. I told you yesterday, the great Pentagon, the great White House information and leak out. Then what more about us? Before anything about to happen, it is outside. This statement, Weah wasn't guessing when he said it was Bouacar who destroyed it. It was on Bouacar's order. And Bouacar repeatedly said this to his lieutenant. Information came out often that, oh, look, this man has resolved to destroy CDC headquarters. He attempted the first time, it didn't work. He attempted the second time, it didn't work. The plan C was, let's go through. Since we went there trying to raid in the name of drugs and it didn't work. We tried the second time, no way. So this time around, let's move to or through the owners and persuade them, convince them to the letter. These government officials are always complaining. They've always felt uncomfortable with CDC headquarters. They have always been uncomfortable. Unity Party have always been uncomfortable. All of Unity Party officials have always been uncomfortable with CDC headquarters over there. Over the years, you hear them say all manner of things against that place. They will give all kinds of descriptions. They succeeded in destroying the party. The government did it. It was the government's making. What Pia did at the information ministry today can help. That thing he say you are making clarification, distancing government. That's not how to distance government. It gone, it finished. Everybody knows. Everybody. I'm driving at something. Everybody knows. You can convince anybody that it wasn't Unity Party that destroyed CDC headquarters. As I said yesterday, and let me say it today, this thing here, it will haunt Unity Party for the next 100 years in this country. CDC people will never ever forget it. The government placed itself in an embarrassing position. This is a curse that Unity Party will live with for 100 years. No seditions will ever forget this. They will never, ever, never in their existence forget about it. The last thing you ever want to do as a fellow political party to use tricks, quote unquote law, to destroy your fellow political party institution. It shows your weakness. It shows your inability to face up to your colleague. We have never seen this in this country. Through all the presidents, from Joseph Jenkins Roberts all the way to Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, George Weah, we never saw that. Today, they are arguing between eviction and demolition. Some arguing that it is the same. Some argue that it is not the same. Who does not know that eviction is different from demolition? Demolition is destruction. Eviction does not have nothing attached to it called destruction. Eviction means when the option or period is given to the person to leave and that time has expired, the person hasn't left, and the people need the place. They go to the court, and then the court will give that order. That order in law is what is referred to as eviction, meaning it is the law that is acting on behalf of the landlord, because the period given for the person to move has expired, and the person is still there, and the owner needs it. That is why Eugene said yesterday that he spoke with the police director and the justice minister, begging for time up to Wednesday, which means by then they will have taken their essential documents from over there and other things, and will have spoken to the people, private people who were over there doing their business. So they too will use that time in less than no time to relocate. What did Eugene say? The justice minister refused. The police director refused. They said they were moving in forcefully to take CDC from there. And that's what you saw. They had everything arranged from the very first day. The excavators and every other thing, the police officers that would move in, the sheriffs that would move in. As soon as the day cleared, they saw nobody, they started breaking. Normally, when you're going in, as they said, that they went in to provide protection, just in case something happens, then they will serve as a buffer. But you went to the place, there wasn't resistance. You did not see anybody whatsoever. What do you do now? Common sense page 1. Common sense page 1 will tell you that what we had taught and we planned for, we're not seeing it. There isn't any resistance. Nobody's stoning the police. Nobody insisting that the landlord should not receive the rate. Nobody doing anything of such. So what do? Let's call the landlord and turn his place over to him, and he can make the determination. But the excavators, why the excavators breaking down the main entrance, police, Liberia National Police, in the compound, moving from office to office, sheriff, court sheriff. I thought their responsibility, the police boss say, to provide maximum security, so they would have stood aside and watch. But instead, they were involved. Court sheriff, their responsibility under the law to go and present. They are legal people. They are not enforcers. They are people who just go by with the legal jurisdiction or authority, present the document, and then leave. But they were involved, and you want to say that it wasn't the government, when government officials were bursting office, police officers, so much so that they saw police officers stealing. And that was a disgrace. That's how some of the police officer wives, and some of the police officer wives, you can see that things then they take from people. They're just kidding on that. Don't take that serious. But they were stealing. They caught them on camera. Police officers under Gregory Coleman. Can you imagine? So it was something that they planned. Today, they are saying that the government was not involved. That is a blatant lie. The government planned it. It was approved by the president. Listen to President Bouakai. You heard the end of the man's statement in this situation. Listen to the close of his statement. If it is all about the law, how now you as the president, you are a politician, you come and make political statement in a legal situation, then it no longer legal, now it's political. When he said, you are not the, how did he say it? Let's listen, let me not misquote him. Let's listen. Yeah.
These were ordered to do it, and they did it. If that demolition is removal of the people from premises that don't belong to them, the people from premises that don't belong to them, the people from premises that don't belong to them, the people from premises that don't belong to them, according to the law.
But the people were legal tenants. How do you understand ownership? The people were legal tenants. The people weren't squatting. No, the landowner or the owners of the place were not rendering them favor. So there was nothing there that Mr. President would say a place that don't belong to them. He did not know what to say. His own people exposed him. The government planned it, United Party planned it, and they executed it. but they were not concerned of the aftermath. This thing, what they did on August 23rd, will hunt Unity Party partisans and Unity Party as an institution for the rest of their lives. The people will never, seditions will never forget it. That's why George Weah said, you'll leave it. You'll leave it. Bless them that curse you. Pray for them that despitefully use you. Do good to them that render you evil. God comes in and say, George Weah, leave it. I am excited. I am motivated that you have told your people to leave it. Now, I will revenge on your behalf. Before then, I will ensure that you will have a new headquarters, a headquarters more than what you were in. So with that said, yeah. LRB. Grush toting country. The country toting grush, hate, malice on its head going around. The country is divided more than ever before. Once you're in a place and people notice that you are a unit, you are a UPace, you see, they are afraid. And UPace now, they're getting uncomfortable, they're getting afraid because seditions no longer see them. That is why leaders have to be very careful, because you have people, you have your supporters, you have people. Leaders take the time to look at situations and they look at the aftermath. That's why God said, be slow, be slow, be slow. Don't rush. Don't put on anger. Not because you have the power, you have the ability. There are people, if you're not careful, will be affected by your decision. It may not affect you because of the fence that is built around you. But your people are open. They are vulnerable. Today, most Unity Party partisans, they are afraid. Seditions don't want to see them. That transfer aggression. They didn't do the act. They did not go there and bring it down. But the fact that the political leader of Unity Party, Joseph Human Boaka, ensured that it happened, so that anger they have for Boaka now, they transfer it to the supporters. What they call transfer aggression. You don't do the act. But because somebody close to you did it and you are friendly with that person, so that anger will come on you too. That anger is transferred to you. But you are innocent now. But simply because you are with that person, so you are guilty by association. For the next 100 years, this thing will affect Unity Party as an institution and partisans. But it does nothing. That's why I took to my Facebook page. This is what I wrote for all of them, because the writing, me, I'm not writing, I'm reading, I read more. I read more and write less. But when I'm writing, I write. So I went there. I read almost everything that what I do. So I said, okay, but then let me write something too. So yeah, what I wrote. Knocked down, but not knocked out. Broken, but not shattered. Structure killed, but the soul was not killed. Though despair for the moment, strengthened, however, for the future. Life is never without attack, but there is the will to triumph. No crisis lasts for long. Every crisis has an end. Truly, CDC headquarters demolition was the government making. Listening to President Joseph Human Boakai, LBS Deputy Director General, and other officials. Then the next one. This will lead me now to the main point. This is the next one I wrote. Yeah, what I said on my page. When CDC and its operations are the serious project for them, then they can concentrate on their own unity party. You said 6 years in power. You said 6 years in power, no headquarters of its own. Evicted and property destroyed by the government. You said CDC was finished. The party announced the construction of a new state-of-the-art headquarters. You said it was the usual weird rhetoric. You're now on who on the committee and who now on the committee. You make CDC your most significant daily priority and project. You keep writing and talking about them. This way, you people can keep on promoting and campaigning for CDC ahead of 2029. And that will take me to what I want to share with you. CDC has ushered in a new paradigm shift politically. CDC has ushered in a new paradigm shift politically. You want, if you are a seditious, you want to celebrate, man, you want to clap where you are. You want to clap. You want to give joy unto yourself. You have changed. You have changed the political atmosphere in this country. You have taken the political atmosphere in this country to another level. CDC will go down in history as the wisest political party. It is because of CDC now that the very Unity Party thinking about building their headquarters, CMC, MPC, all of the C's and P's and D's. When you see or you hear political parties or stand-up bearers or political leaders talking about constructing a political party that they don't want to be in a place for 20 years, even though that is a morgue, the morgue in CDC. I'm saying it because I read some of the lines that they say they don't want to be in a place for 20 years. CDC was in a place for 20 years, but it doesn't matter now. So had CDC not gone through this thing, none of these people would have been talking about political parties, constructing their own political parties. Isn't that a credit for CDC? That is a credit. Who ever thought about that? No political institution ever thought about having its own home. It is CDC now that is moving. CDC is taking the lead. What do you hear political parties saying now? Oh, we have to start constructing our own headquarters. We will have to secure. We don't want to be in a place for 20 years. We don't want to. CDC has ushered in a new paradigm shift. Everyone following CDC now. Everyone. CDC is the leader. So everyone following CDC. We are announced the construction of a new headquarters. Everyone and then say they're building their headquarters. That's good. So CDC will take the credit. The world will give CDC the credit. They say it was because of CDC that political parties in Liberia have started building their own headquarters. And thank God for CDC, it will open the country. It will open the country because if you want a real headquarters, you have to go out of the city. Nobody wants to go out of the city. Look at going to Magibi area there, going to Bomi, those other places. See virgin lands all over there. Only grass, bush living there. Everybody wants to be in this tight place. If you want you have a plan for a very decent headquarters, spacious one, then the country, you open the country, and people will go out. But CDC must be given the credit. They open the eyes of the people. So people have started forming their political parties. Before we get to the confusion in, this man political party will be out soon. Sir Joseph, who said all manner of things against CDC and George Weah, his political party will be out soon. This country, corruption will never finish. I will try to find out. I will move to the National Elections Commission and ask, how long does it take? What are the things that one has to do to get a political party into full effect? The reason I thought to move to the National Elections Commission to speak with some of my friends there, because we've seen a political party that took less than few months. They are in full effect today. We are hearing that Sir Joseph political party will be certificated soon by the National Elections Commission. But there are others who have been finding it very difficult. They're going through the process, or they've been going through the process for, I think, pretty close to a year, if not more than a year. National Elections Commission tell them you got to get this number of person, you got to do this, you got to do that, and they've been going through all of those. I know one of the political parties. I speak to one of the officials, and he said they still going through the process. NEC is still telling them what to do. So I jokingly said to him, but you're struggling. You're following the procedures, which not bad. But why you people, the other people, they finish getting their certificate, net certificate then what the guy say, he said, Obi, he said, my man, that the country we ill. So I just said to him, yeah, my man is right. Yeah. At least you go through the process normally, then to shortcut. But amongst the two of us, we knew that once you have the money, you don't have to go through all the different stuff to get your political party certificated by the National Elections Commission. Musa Belete political party, we heard of CMC 2 weeks. The third week, National Elections Commission called Musa Belete to certificate his political party, Citizens Movement for Change. The other political party is still in the making, Liberia Alternative Party. They've been in it for almost a year now. Sir Joseph political party will be certificated by the National Elections Commission soon. You know why? Because these people have the money. Once you have the real cash, the United States dollars, raw bills, the National Elections Commission certificating you in no time, eh? Oh, yes. But that's not my main point. I'm just telling you the imbalance of society. So it's good. We want to have many political parties. Our constitution calls for that. But listen, you're not stranger in this country here. You're not stranger. You know the whole thing here that the El Clasico. The El Clasico. When I'm Madrid, the Barcelona. When Barcelona, the Madrid. Why? Because they are brand. It doesn't say the other people can be a brand. But over the years, they rebranded, they branded and rebranded and spread the brand so their personality is strong. That's why Barca and Real Madrid, they are the superior clubs in the whole world. The Premier League, Serie A, Bundesliga, the French League, all those clubs, Real Madrid and Barcelona above them, above all the clubs, because they build the brands over the years. That's how politically CDC and Unity Party look. So the ones that are coming, listen, Sir Joseph coming with a party. Sir Joseph can never tell us that he did not take money from CDC. All of those guys who left CDC and start saying all manner of things against George Weah, they can never ever have a free, clear conscience until they go under the ground and come back. Even if they came back, they will still have that conscience because God will not take it from there. The Bible tells us that everybody will have their same mindset. They will never, ever have a clear conscience because they were part of that government. They condemned, they got money, they profited. Sir Joseph cannot tell anybody he got the money that he got from his own making or external contacts. Everything started with CDC. He started growing up within CDC. He started getting opportunities here and there. He got money. So he coming to form his political parties now. You see why we say the Liberia don't have politicians. They only have greedy people. They power obsession. So he coming with a party. You get ready. You get ready. The new parties, you already know CDC, you know Unity Party. So that when you put them aside, that the two giants. Those are the two giants, CDC and Unity Party. The rest of the people, they coming with more money. Sir Joseph coming with huge money. Huge. The money, too much. Sir Joseph ain't got nothing much to do with the money. So he decided to form political parties. And it's good that he forming a political party because he will be cutting Joseph Yima Bwaka votes. You will be cutting Unity Party votes 2029. So we even want more Unity Party subsets to come. PAP, People Action Party of Sir Joseph, is the offspring or the auxiliary to Unity Party. The Unity Party branch there, Sir Joseph Political Party. So you people everywhere, y'all get ready, y'all invite them, y'all organize program. The people say when the iron hot, that the right time to beat it. Sir Joseph then can go nowhere. The party will not do anything in this country. The only two parties the people know, the only two giants politically in this country, the only two air classical rivals, political air classical rivals, CDC and Unity Party. The rest of the people, they are helping Verb. The rest of the people, they are helping Verb. So when Sir Joseph come with a party as he has come, you get ready to eat. That your money, oh, that your money. They will not go nowhere. Sir Joseph can never be president in this country. Your own Unity Party people will not allow it. Already, the vice president desperate. He can't wait to see himself sitting down over the national anthem playing. Then Sir Joseph say he coming to Sir Joseph when I coming to divide Unity Party. Already another Unity Party come on when they be counting the ballot paper on a year. CDC 700, Unity Party 200, CDC 900, Unity Party 200. Then you will know. Then you start shifting blame on Sir Joseph. That the normal thing we have seen here. And I've seen it, you used to be saying, and truly it affected CDC. Yeah, the other person contesting, the other person. So it affected CDC, yeah. We know that. We talk about it. So that the same thing about to happen to Unity Party. Sir Joseph can win. You eat that money. That the money, most of the money he took from CDC, then he start cussing we are. He said, we are a bad man. So he proud himself. Yeah, can you there? Can you Babala looking for job? Talking about when the government do good, we're talking. You, can you Babala? The reason I express, Chief, I know the man. The man, can you not hungry man? Not hungry. To be stooping so low. What so much Bwaka Jeremiah Kun will give you? You're getting the publicity, but your conscience not clear because that is a betrayal. You signed an order, you are the deputy chief spokesperson alongside Bwaka Fofana and Eugene Nangwe, and you know how much money was pumped into you. And then you say, we are this, we are that. But that man is infinitesimal. The political party are talking about, when Sir Joseph come with political party, you'll get ready, you'll start preparing. That party fresh. That party new. That party get money. It get money. Money. Besides the one he collected from Liberia, he collected enough from his partners. And he brought container in a few days. Yeah, and he bringing things in. And he said that church aid, a church can give him money, give him materials to bring. So he won't be president for Liberia now. Yeah. The one time from one Kisi president to another, then you get the Guillaume. The Guillaume 14 in between, the Guillaume Jeremiah Kun. 14 Kisi man already there. Another Kisi man wants to go there. Sir Joseph. Another Kisi man will come up with a political party too. So they will fight inside there. The Guillaume man will say no. Oh yeah, we enjoy the fight. Already, they're fighting among themselves. The Guillaume people fighting among themselves. So y'all get ready, yeah? Y'all eat our money. I'm telling you now, that area, the new political party, they will need you, they will be moving from one end to another. Your organized programs, your post sweet voice inside, your statement, you're telling, you're giving all the praises. And you know, boy, I need not tell you, man, you know how to do the thing. Liberians good at that. When they finish praising you, you say, boy, I already in the Zeddy mansion. That's why you should do those, Sir Joseph. You eat that money real good. When they're counting the ballot paper, 16th place, you will not even be 16th place. You know, at 16th place, they can count you. No, they consider those people insignificant. They can take the first, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth. Sometimes 6 and 7. From 9 or below 10. Say 10, yeah, from 10 downward. They don't count you. I've seen that many times at National Elections Commission. Who you go there, you hear the Editor Brown Lazada say, we read the first 5, and then the other ones, you can just look up. Meaning, these are the significant. The other ones, no. Sir Joseph political party, the Kisi party, a tribal party. I say it because the man say he and the deputy speaker, they say Bwaka the Kisi man. So the Kisi government, so the Kisi solidarity. So they're not all saying that the man said, so we're taking it on a tribal level. You're eating, yeah? You're eating money. That free money coming. Everywhere your cause are Joseph people, everywhere. When they get your money, when they go to tour, the political tour, they ain't get money, you're going to boo them. They got to drop money. That free money. They pose there when an iron hat, that the red time to beat it. And you see the other people on the other side? That area. Then, I said yesterday, CDC will have to try. Have to develop a strategy. Yeah, a strategy. You can rely on the opposition, the other opposition parties. No. You can't rely on them. CDC will have to have another option, because no one absolutely have anything to say. In other countries, you will see a joint statement from the opposition. on the destruction of CDC property. Now, or say, yeah, CDC headquarters. Whether they disagree with CDC on issues or not, but they will issue a statement because it affects a political party of their kind. They share the same terrain. They are opposition parties in waiting. So when one party is affected, it affects them. So they will issue a statement of condemnation. They will come up with a joint statement. Did you see? Did you hear? Did you read anything like that? No. The only party that condemned the act, the Citizens Movement for Change, headed by Musa Bility. The rest of the parties, they stay off. You know why? They're afraid. They're afraid that when they say something to that or they come up with a joint statement, the government will look at them and start branding them, or some of them might not get the attention when they want to do certain things. So they are afraid. So they stay off. CDC will have to be very creative going into 2029. Then let's talk the committee setup. The committee setup, then we talk Unity Party, and then that's it. The committee setup, as a CDC is the subject. Yeah, CDC is a project for Unity Party and the others. So every little thing, they have something to say about it. Yeah. CDC is the news-making institution. Let's go to the committee constituted to oversee the construction of the headquarters. Then we can move on to the confusion. So they say they put up 100,000. Yeah. They want to take the former headquarters or the headquarters of Cassell, Daniel Cassell, People's Unification Party. He died, the party died. That's how it looks in this country. Sir Joseph now will be the sole sponsor and everything. The Godfather, he alone will cut all of the shots. That's how the political parties, some of the political parties, not all in Liberia. CMC, that Musa Bility. ANC, that Alexander Cummings. The other political parties, they didn't get nothing. They didn't get food to eat. The other political party, when I say food to eat, they didn't get substance. The money not there. How many political parties do you hear about in this country besides CDC, Unity Party? If you ever hear of any party, maybe that Simeon Fremont, Movement for Progressive Change. Beyond that, what other party do you hear? Our political culture is just fisi. The politicians just get beat more. They didn't get any backing. Fisi. That is why competition is not. Then when we say the parties that are coming up, they are helping Verb, then they can get vest. They're coming to help CDC and Unity Party. The people constituted a committee. You said 6 years, the people being in power didn't be headquarters. And the people were right not to be headquarters. Because the same people who are saying today, oh, we have messed the country up, we have misused the country money, the same people will have come out that we have took the country money and built CDC headquarters. We take our headquarters. We confiscate our headquarters. They will have said the same thing. We are in his wisdom, did nothing to build any headquarters whatsoever. Then they're arguing that 6 years we are still in power, in base CDC headquarters. They destroy the building. They say, oh, CDC finish. The sycamore tree down. They will not assemble again. No headquarters for them. We are announced the construction of a state-of-the-art headquarters. The terror. They say, no. The other committee member, the other member now on the committee. Akaras Gray now on the committee. What Jangako now on the committee. They start naming people. They say, oh, where are the old faces? Where are the new faces? That the argument. Oh. The people love CDC so much so that they can concentrate on their domestic affairs. They can concentrate on Unity Party. They can do that whole day, every day. That CDC. The people going to bed. That CDC they're thinking on. They in their sleep. They dreaming CDC. They talking CDC in their sleep. When it's snowing, she say. Oh yeah, when you take one person and place that person in your mind as the image, you distract yourself of every other thing that you have to do for yourself. That's how most of these politicians look. The man constituted a committee. You say the people finish. The government destroyed the people headquarters. You people are excited. You say CDC finish. Where comes out and say the bricks are not the party but the people. We have a new headquarters. A committee has been constituted immediately. The committee is announced. Oh, then you'll get problem with A again. You see mental deficiency, you see mental illness, you see mental disorder. You said 6 years. You said 6 years. CDC ain't get headquarters. They never pay headquarters. We agree. So put that one aside. The government came and destroy the one they had. You said CDC finish. And you said now you leave here, you said CDC finish. And you said now you concentrate on something else concerning your life. The man announced that CDC ain't finished. In fact, CDC has been revived with the construction of its own headquarters. You say, oh, that we are rhetorics, that the usual talk from we are. He can say thing and he can do it. We can't see anything. You say, oh, that thing, how they can say in Liberia, they say that vla. Oh, don't mind that thing, we are talking, man, that vla. That AI headquarters, they coming build. They finish building it. They start making fun. The committee came out. They have problem with the committee. Their own names. Why they name not there? Why the other name there? Yeah, we are picking and choosing. We are taking friends there to be the head. He left Akaras Gray or he left Jefferson Koji or he left Mama C Kaba or he left Janga Kowo or ego and people. You see how you can see people normal, but they crazy? Upon anything. You can see people very normal in clean clothes, but they crazy. That what the Englishman call mental disorder. Something must be wrong with you psychologically. Everything you came a long way, the people brush it aside. They still try to give you sense, but you don't want to have sense. The constitution of the committee, the people get problem with it. When Boaga constitute committee, they can't have problem with it. They can't question Boaga. Boaga constitute a couple of committees, and what do you see coming from it? Nothing. The people constituted, the men constituted a committee along with the people. Then you say, a committee, why Akaras Gray is not there? Why the chairman of the party, Janga Kowo, not there? Why Memasi Kaba not there? Why Akaras Gray not there? That your business? That your project? When these people, if they have seen these names again, they will come up with another argument, or that they seem all wine in the same old bottle. Akaras Gray and just making noise all over the place, and that we are man, he been what we are for rack of ages, so we are just let people that what they who have said. They will not have God. Let me drink small water, man. Yeah. God. What kind of educated people we have in this country? That the educated people messing things on in this country? Not all. I'm talking about the psychotic, the politicians that are suffering from psychosis, mental disorder, but they look normal. When you have a problem with reasoning, it is mental abnormality. Meaning you have a serious comprehension problem. You say the people, the destruction of their party headquarters, you say they finished, meaning they will no longer exist. They're not existing again. The leader said, no problem. We will prove to you people that CDC is still alive. We will build our headquarters. You come and say, oh, that rhetoric, that motto, that vla, we are he can just talk. Nothing, no action can come from it. The man said, no problem. To tell you people that I am serious, the committee will be announced. The committee came up. You get problem with the committee. So you and the people now that you say finish, and you, who finish? Who finished? Not everybody can be part of a committee. This is the committee. This is not the committee that will do everything. The diagram the people have, you have not seen how the people headquarters. You are not seeing how they want to do it, how they're going to do it. They just put few people together. You get problem with it. Damn, man. What kind of country here? Hey, man. Chief. The people just constituted. They ain't even start anything yet. That along the way you start to see subcommittees and others. People have different responsibilities. You claim to be educated. You ain't know that's how it works. And you're writing all kinds of stuff we can understand, because you know why? These bloggers and other people, you won't get money from Unity Party, can understand. And listen, let me go personal with this, because that is wrong. It's wrong. Charles, yes, if you think that you should use all of your time, energy, and resources just saying awful things about CDC because you get more money from Unity Party, listen, my dear brother, it will not help you. You're giving me the impression that you are one of those that Dillon was referring to when you blackmailed the government. Since Dillon said that thing, you have directed everything of yours against CDC. You're writing more than Unity Party people are even writing. You're not proving a point to them. No. You're only making us to know that truly you are one of those that the senator referred to, so you are afraid. Keep on writing. Since this morning, I read more than 5 posts. You still questioning almost everything together with the other people. They see CDC, you benefited from CDC. And I can understand how you operate, because all of us know, all of us in the business, none of you get a fixed job that you go to your office, you sit down. That's how you get your money. You're right on the day the people shut down Facebook. Forget it. I know how you'll survive, because that's how most of you people are surviving. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing, but listen, you don't want to just sit down and think that this is how you can get money from Unity Party. That you just everything on CDC days. We are not days, and we are doing days. We are not. The Unity Party, you will get the recognition from them. They will give you the $1 or $2. But chief, they will not serve you all of the time. The people managing with the party, they're moving. You should be as a blogger, together with your colleagues, balancing your argument to say that, oh yes, this has done, this one is finished now. Let's see now what the Unity Party itself is doing. At least CDC has announced and constituted a committee to begin the construction of its headquarters. The people who said that CDC was in power for 6 years and did not have a political party, they are in power now. What are they doing? Some blogger or bloggers will think that way. They'll give a diverse opinion or a balanced opinion. We're reading all the comments. Some of the posts we store it in our gallery because tomorrow when you flip, we bring all outside. You will soon start praising Sir Joseph Party. We got a new party, and Sir Joseph get money. We know that how you're surviving in this country. You don't have a fixed job that you go to your office, you sit down. When you're in red, those things. I'm not saying, I'm not condemning you, but I'm just saying you want to take time with your right out against CDC, as much as it's your right. But there are too many things that are unfolding in this country. There are too many awful things unfolding within the very government. What would take a blogger to ask Joseph Yuma Boaka, why you brought from the country? Information Minister, why you can explain to us the detail about Boaka trip to Egypt and to Japan? A blogger also want to raise issue on that. But our bloggers, where the money is, the way everybody goes. Everybody writing against CDC, against CDC, against CDC, against CDC. So they think that they are sophisticated bloggers. No, they are dull bloggers. Dull. Let's talk our committee, and then we are out here. Let me share with you people the committee constituted. Then we talk the in-house fighting. The fighting is out. This is our committee. Yeah. The fighting inside. And you say you stoop teachers, they use you. So here's the committee. The party's position. Okay, yes, this is the party. This is the party's side. They said, in an effort to expedite, meaning to start with and start good, but with speed, to ensure that it is done and done well. In an effort to expedite the construction of a new headquarters for the Coalition for Democratic Change, following the demolition of its previous office by the government of Liberia, former president and Coalition for Democratic Change stand-up bearer George Manenwia has established the CDC National Headquarters Construction Committee. The committee members are, please listen carefully, Councillor J. Fonati Kofa, Chairman. Councillor J. Fonati Kofa, Chairman. Senator Nathaniel F. McGill, Co-Chairman. Ambassador D. Maxwell Kimaya, D. Maxwell Kimaya Sr., Advisor. Madam Yvette Freeman. Mr. Percy Yeke. Mr. John Yoboti, Treasurer. Dr. Mary Scott Wilson. Mr. Kine Oliver Kine. Madam Ruth Coker Collins, Technical Advisor. Mr. Yaya T. Sharif. Famata Wise, Secretary. Mr. Emmanuel T. Swain. Councillor Garrison Yelu. Joa Lawson, Mr. Roosevelt Johnson Jr., Mr. Michael Andrew Masekwe, Memina Gay, youth leader, Sriya Musu Asoji, women's leader, Isaac Doe, Samuel Ewulu, Mane George, Araminte Tomo, and Ibrahim Aski. Len Eugene Nangbe will serve as the general coordinator. Now from here, you have subcommittees. You have division of labor, committees with different responsibilities. Some of the names that you say, oh, not on the list, not part of it, you start to see those people in different areas. We're talking about construction. We're not talking about putting 30 minutes workshop together that you only need few people. No, you're talking about construction here, state-of-the-art construction. You know what that means? You know what kind of construction is that going to be? You think it's done by these few individuals? No, these are the first group of people that are responsible to lay the groundwork. And they can lay the groundwork without subcommittees. So they will have different committees for different purposes. Dull people. That would take me into the in-house fighting. And not easy. We told you people that Samuel Koga was not really freak. Samuel Koga does not like Jeremiah Kuhn, neither his ways. And Samuel Koga is politically experienced to say it this way, to satisfy his people. He is mature. He used the vice president to accomplish his aim. He only saw the vice president, Jeremiah Kuhn, as necessary because he needed his support to get the Nima County senatorial seat. But he had never been fond of Jeremiah Kuhn. No. The two of them, tribally, are different from different towns. And he just don't like Jeremiah Kuhn's style of leadership. And he didn't miss his words when he made that very clear. Very. Let me share with you. Some of you are where you heard this, but let me share with those who.
He and I would discuss something as a brother.
All right. Hold on, Chief.
You will bypass me and do different things.
Okay.
I been keeping. I don't talk on it.
No, hold on. Let's go. Let's start real good.
But my disappointment is number one. Let the vice president office tell me since he got a seat as vice president, how many persons have I recommended in this government to serve in the government as presidential appointee? 0. Every appointment in Nima County was done by him. 0. I don't want to name names. He and I would discuss something as a brother. To implement it, you will bypass me and do different things. I don't talk on it. Because he listening to the people that gossiping to him, that Koga will fire you. But he's not looking at the time he myself became representative, what we used to do together. But people now who want to get close proximity to him, he listening to them more. That's the situation today. Look at what happened in district number 5. If my brother sincerely want to work with me, he's not listening to gossiper. And we're working in harmony with respect to each other. You don't think he's supposed to call me and say, my man, the election here, why you're thinking? Because you are the one over there. Anybody like regular man,
I will declare support for that person. It's a dumb deal for me to knock my chest in the district and say, we're carrying the person. And the vice president said, no objection. The senator who came from there, the senator of the country, say that the person, one a party mandate, will support the person. But on the contrary, that we agree on something, you deviated from it. Those of you that say that are young folks over there, if I had gone already to challenge that I will support a Gossip Mekwa by all means, or I will support Koto Bori Badia by all means, openly declare, and he's supporting Koto, how the world will look at us. So as an elderly person, I decided to waive everything and say I will not do it. I will be neutral. My neutrality was based on endurance, but I was hurt and felt disgrace in my own district. So I'm not against him, but he doesn't want to lead the neck of Nimba County. When you are elected as a senator, it is a full responsibility to take charge of the country. Not vice president, not president. Do you guys want me to sit supinely and be happy when this such a thing is going on? Then what made me senator? Even the party that the old man left for all, may his soul rest in peace. I'm looking there like an ostracized person. You don't dignify me. You want to tell me I'm not organized? Why you think the Limapo elected me as a senator? And that respect is not given to me. But for now, I'm looking up to the president because I told him my dissatisfaction. If he look into it, fine. If he doesn't look into it, fine. I don't back and blow. And in my life, I will never undermine anybody in my life. When you do me wrong, I'll tell you straight.
Thank you, sir. Let's get to you now to have your say. That's it. Before then, Matthew Cholopole said, whatever we say, some Liberians are useless and foolish that I feel so disappointed whenever I see some Liberians who said they are more educated than George Weah to see them acting very foolish. Claudia Allison said these Unity Party people doing all of this from shame. Dorcas Billet said, I don't know what they really want from George Weah. Benson, no. Kotu legend Diso, Kotu legend Diso said Sir Joseph was that one that made that reckless statement yesterday. But for Sir Joseph, I can assure him that right after 2029 elections, Sir Joseph will be a business. You mean he will return to doing business? Gali Joe writes, CDC was not owing rent. Let this be clear. It wasn't about rent. You guys should know the story. Tano Samson said, Liberian people, wicked, Boaka time will end one day. Gabriel White said, Boaka is dull and wicked old man. He is there talking nonsense. What did this? Okay. Yama, that's Yama Victoria Maka. Or you referring to responding to somebody? Marie Josie said, social propaganda. Did the president stop CDC from paying their rent? You guys need to stop this, man. Goodbye, man. But Marie, did the people say, the people are now, in fact, according to Eugene, they still have the landlord get money for the people. That's why Eugene said they're going to court. They're suing the landlord. He will pay. And he said he's too big. And he allowed government to use it to accomplish their aim. Okay, man. Let's go. Let's get to the line 0772 23 99 33 0886 304497. The women's line 0777 9803 75. They're taking the man to court or the owners to court. Yes, that's what CDC said. Hello.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Sam Andrew.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Sam, this is the father of Sabu Rasta. Sam, I'm phoning for point 4 to be attacked with you in Zimbabwe. Are you getting me, Sam Andrew?
Chief, you are on the air.
Exactly. No, Sam, let me appreciate you for the show. But quickly, Sam Andrew, I want to start with the issue of the party headquarters. Look, Sam, let me be fair to you, Lord Sam. If President Wagana damaged me, that President will finish me. Look, that party headquarters, Sam Andrew, can you imagine there are real issues that we should be focusing on, but right now today, can you imagine, Sam, if frustrating to see people coming, let me ask you, what did the tree do to the Unity Party? What did the tree do? So, plain, I get ready to live again, Sam Andrew. Plain, and I get ready to live. But let me tell you, Sam Andrew, they will bring that money. That PAPO, PO now, POAO, they will bring the money, Sam Andrew, we got like that money will say, let me get in the call. That money will bring you, but the Andrew will enjoy that money. That money is my money. I will enjoy. I will give that money, Sam Andrew. Thank you for your show. Thank you for having me.
Hello.
Mr. Andrew.
Good afternoon.
But my name is Eva Cindy, and I'm phoning from Chicken for the afternoon. Well, thank you for your talking point, Mr. Andrew. Like for the party headquarters, the committee that was set up, the one name I say I have problem with, and that is Samuel Wu. Reason being is that Samuel Wu was working on a Manaseli, a transport minister. But President Wiakini, because he was citizen before 2011, they called themselves free thinker that went to the United Party. There were 22 men from CDC at the time. President Wiakini to power and led him there to transport ministry. But then he was still there, on mind and telling the people to demonstrate. I think you heard those news those days. So for me, I got a problem with the appointment on that committee on a serious note. But it's the former president will, but I got a problem with appointment because these guys start on mind the party from long distance. So this time around, let them do that Ben on mind the party. They don't go away. They are not the only solution. The guy of brain that coming up. You can replace them. So the president is listening to me, or any of the advisors listening to me. For me, I got a problem with Samuel Wu on a serious note.
Thank you, sir.
Samuel Koga. Hello?
Yeah, conclude on that.
Yeah. Okay, the issue of Samuel Koga and that of the vice president, you know, there are two desperados there now. So he said he complained that or the vice president he left the party. I mean, he was a member of the party, but he left the party before too. He Koga. So two of them did not trust one another. Because listening to him the morning of Gassi, because I listened to him, he said,
all right,
he
Chief.
said that the vice president
thank you.
To be a vice president, but in my mind is that.
Thank you. Let's get to the women's line. Hello.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Mr.
Let's hear you quick.
Yeah, thank you very much, my brother. You know, Sir Joseph, the job for the grandpa eat their money. Sir Joseph will nowhere. Sir Joseph, like you see, if you wait, will become president, the grandpa said no. They will tell you bring the money. Kisi follow that there. The way you proceed in the country and divine the country, that will make the grandpa happen to go and now what free time Kisi men there. Then they bring the money in the party will be 70 or 100 in the country. Then they bring the money. Only beside Joe, because the grandpa see Joe, we are hot. You can't lie to the Liberian people, you can take it straight up. Now, to my word, like say, well, I will be for you, I will be responsible for you. He tell the Liberian people, he said, look at my pen. I can't speak full English, but look at the decision I will take. That when he said that I want to escape that day. No, in the correction. He said the decision I will make for the nation that is local. You look at the speak and that the decision will be made to do all the development and get our children free wire, free education, and pay Emerald Hospital and 14 military hospital to good thing and open our method people children send them to go to school that they want to go on one and listen. They had it the ample that they come. They like it. They have the answer. Just say they have the all political party. They can't do it now. So we will go rabbi because
hello. Hello.
Yes, Andrew, good evening.
Yeah.
I'm Akariati Sharif from District 5. Me, I'm making a president to organize a committee. All the people that we smear on them that they betray or they will not put them there. Because any kind of
then you are not get a committee now. It's not about listen, you're getting here. You see your citizens, you're getting confused yourself. Then the other people now can jump on it. The people who also they make it tick. Then you'll be complaining, say this, that. The boy is not about who should be on the committee, who not on the committee. Your concern is the headquarters. You want to see your headquarters being constructed and constructed. That should be the concern. Yes. If you start to raise,
if you might not make confusion among themselves, we want to our you know be our headquarters good, but they might not make confusion among themselves to make our enemy then laugh at us.
Okay.
You see that one.
All right. Thank you. You see, you people have to sit down and look at it carefully. You know that along the way, you people have been problem to CDC too. Because, listen, if everybody will put their preference to the table or everybody will raise their technical issue, you will not make progress in life. That's how I'm looking. You will not make progress. The person will say, oh, the other person there. Oh, they want to do the one. Oh, we want to put the other person there. Oh, the person betrayer. Oh, the person. So then they'll say, okay, let everybody go sit down now. Then you'll be the same people that say, but why the committee not there? When they bring people that you don't even know, you will start to argue again that this person that we know the person being part of CDC, we have not heard this name before. Common sense tells me that I should have no problem with the committee. What my concern should be to see the construction starting and moving. Y'all help your party too. Y'all help your party. Raising a number of technical, the person out there, the person betrayed it. How do you know that the person betrayed the party? You are with Samuel Wulu? Or you know the people more than George Weah? To question these people, you are questioning your standard bearer, then you should not be praising George Weah. Then it means that everything you've been saying about George Weah, you're pretending. If you trust your leader, then you trust the leader's judgment. You trust the decision of the leader and you don't question it. But rather your concern should be the outcome of the constitution or the responsibility given to that committee. That's all. Who on that committee? That's not my business. My concern is George Nawe say it will be constructed within a year. So that's what we're thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Who on the committee, who not there? That's not my business. It's not for me to raise technical issues. That way, when you're raising technical issues on trivial things, listen, you helping others to destroy you. You're reason well, man. You say the people pull your out. They both destroy your headquarters. You think that all of you people are mad. The men say, okay, let's be our own headquarters. Then you say, oh, the other person are there, the other person there, the other person are there. I mean, you people are not real partisans, man. Hello.
Hello, Uncle Sam.
Yeah.
This is Rose daughter calling from Front Street. Uncle Sam, when I said to listen to Slaughter Water Spoon,
nobody talk about. No, I don't talk about Slaughter Water Spoon. Hello. Don't bring, you can
Hello?
promote another people on our radio. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Joyce Brigade call for calling from Total Ominga. You know what I want to say about this government is just that if you read the Bible about Saul and David, when the regime of Saul, they was for the talk of the time storm off. At the end of it, Saul died. So I just had this government looking. Where is the topic in this government?
Mm-hmm.
Everything is we are no brothers. You have to read about Saul and David. Saul just complain about David, everything David. At the end of the battle, at the end of it, he died on the battle. So that the government standing. So it's not focus on like grown people, not focus on what they came for. Just we are. But they are linked to a battle.
They've made we are the project.
Go with them out.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, brother. Bye bye.
Hello.
Yeah, Andrew.
Yeah.
Victoria, back from today. That my sister left now you were talking. Some people are dead, yo. While what president committing the people then when you call it, you start complaining. Before you know, they can't come out. It says, hey, we're going to destroy the people, you know, I beg you, and the people, and the people that are president call. For the committee to pay the party color, you're sure and look at the people that will pay the party color. Nobody will make them for the United can look at it, we're divided, we're chocolate, oh, they want, and I call my government, you're listening. You don't know the proper person we are. I beg just listen. Please, I beg you. We are there, and the next time I will pay the party color, you're please keep silent. I beg you. Thank you, my brother.
All right. Thank you for the advice. At least they've heard. Yes. You're living with the man. The man knows what he's doing. Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, this is Etmoka. Thanks, man. I've been following you Saturday. You did extremely well, and that's good. You know, I've been telling our people, the last time when Israel was raising funds for people, and then people want to happen, I said, no. The election that you are going in 2029 is going to be a very tedious and healthy election. So to enable you, for the people not to even dream on cheating you, you need people on board. So if it comes to even do good for the United Party person that was dancing in front of your door with a pastor, just so you be able to win them over, you do so. You know, want to trust the ability of our president. One that me, I am 100% satisfied with the election that came up. Because they're not one man, they're not one man going to go do it. This is not a ministry that you're going to sit there and decide what happened in the ministry. This is a committee that you're going to do checkmate. Even the president, he said, you know, President, we are. When you say do this, he's not leaving it with you. Okay? And for Akara Gray, I just checked another side. Akara Gray, I already said he don't have one single problem. In fact, he was consulted. And he said that he includes some new faces to do the work, and he's going to propose them 100% in our construction, in our dream, and our happiness should be we will have something.
That man at CDC. That man at CDC. That man, we are living in a man. Akaras.
We are Akaras. You will see the blue.
Akaras can do anything for George Weah. Yeah, you know Akaras.
And the highest one of the things that Akara don't feel right at times. But because that you're leader, you keep it in, you accept it. You know that you were the guy on the street of men who talking for you, the people laughing. I said, but who told you? I said this morning about it. I said, but who told you? Who lied to us? We were aware that the place was not for us. We were paying rent. We wanted to buy. They don't want to go through the proper procedure. So who told you say we didn't know that the place was not for us? Or the people lied to you that you're the one who came. I said you are a liar. In the second, he flipped first. He started to say, hey, you see, y'all. So you can't do it. You can't go there. So my people, let us remain resolute. I enjoy you people. The all my day. You're on out of the radio station with the help of these guys that are standing with us. And I keep battling them on the right issue. Thank you, man.
All right, Mr. Carr. Have a great Tuesday. Hello.
Hello, Sir Andrew. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. Thank God. And you?
I find I say you're calling for Togo. Thank you for that topic. That you say we fear or with. I want to be telling for himself because I see this money we eat it for him. We dress as you say more in the town. That you say we never ever forget about it. The whole drink coming down. Because someone are talking for in a refugee camp and me we is today when you take against your we get ready for him. I will be a cheerleader. We dress as you say more when you move on there, you will never ever forget about you. Anytime you see crew man, you get respect for crew man. Thank you.
Thank you, Mama. Have a nice day. Hello.
Hey, you too.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Mr. Sam Andrew.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much for your show, Mr. Sam Andrew. Thank you. You see, there is Mr. Sam Andrew
change your location. Where you are, you see there is a signal problem. So change your location. Just walk away from where you are.
Okay. Are you getting me now?
Yeah, much better.
Okay, after I don't have discussion about the legal market, the legal cost of the Mr. Sam Andrew, why is it that I'm other guys in the ruling party? Why are they flying better than the just for send committee. Not ready for send them. So the answer I have to Mr. Sam Andrew, the same thing that made for everybody in Japan, and the same thing that made everybody cannot be on committee. Why the guy asked me, said, why was one of the things in my career? Then they asked me, why in the world everybody can come to me at the same time?
All right.
That is your why everybody can debate.
All right, Chief. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Yeah, that I do.
Yeah. Yeah, let's hear you, Mama.
Yeah. Thank you for the EV. I want to see, sir. I take care of my children. I take care of my son there, my brother there, my sister there, my friend already. Then they go through the work. They meeting. What's all we're taking out that hey coming to? We say all the say now they will go there to do the project. Just after our project was finished. We now want to put my what we say they put already get the please, nobody have to anybody. When they say they, we say yes. Or say we see our social. We beg you. Somebody get something for you. You go outside, you're talking. Nobody have to get about the CC. Please, I'm begging you. Your own man talking to you. You're my children. You do well. But we not got to okay inside again. You wait for the poor time. That I got to say the evening.
All right, my best. Thank you so much, Mama. Have a nice day. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Okay, this is Peter Carl. I'm calling from Township of West Point, Proprio Defender. Tell you, Andrew, I want to tell all citizens, please, we're begging them. Anybody present we are choose to be our party and follow, give that full chance. Because we are going to take years on our but crying. We don't know where to go. Thank God, President, we are coming out a big party in 1 year. And the president will be more. We thank God, thank you. The only 2 more years pray to go for our party call the bill. Anybody bill is for all. Please, all citizens, they will be silent. They will look at people. Anybody go there, we bad person we are choose to build our party color. It will be far for we citizens. Thank you for the program, Sandro.
Great. Hello.
Hello.
Cut off the radio. Cut off your radio.
Okay. Okay. Hello.
Yeah. You still have the radio on. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes. Andrew.
Yeah.
That is the doctor on the lab.
Yeah. Let's hear you, Dr. Marcisi.
Yes. Thank you. Let's go to see another day. But I told it to the Naka. Let God give all life. And God guide you in the process also. Because the wizards and wizards every time they want to see you crying, but God will not allow it. Let God guide you, protect you in your sojourn. Yeah, my son Sam Andrew. No, it's not easy. Those people, they are very shameless. Shameless and disgrace. They get even she on their face because the flat guy put there. You say we get party headquarters. Okay, we agree. You get people to go pray after the headquarters down. Don't come. We agree. We move from there and stay in our heart. We stay carrying it. What your issue now? Them anti what their issue again? Oh, therefore I cannot go on committee. I making you there. Oh, I very can't go see the committee for us. Can't join and start committee for us because they worrying you again. You move up and then we stay happy. We stay passing around our heart a CDC. And not a section over there, the CDC. We made our play, we move on there, we'll tell them about committee again, join inside. What your issue? And we tell CDC, you're going to be carried away. You're going to be carried away. One big about, they're going to have a person that join us, they will concern you. They see that person, the one dream of it, so they're not going to say, oh, I said, oh, come and join us. Don't be having weak mind yet. Don't put the get about stupidity in our brain. Nothing there. Just to tell for inside. They want to join it. They person out there. Now we're talking now. Tell them to open up now. He's dealing with there. He's telling us what's going to be doing. They tell them about the committee won't join you. That's all stupid for in there. Them argue. My brother, thank you. I have 4 minutes to say something. My sister from the diaspora said something this morning. And I added to it. Someone will I read indirect to the people of Liberia and the city and the hurricane. The woman said something, and I want to echo it. I'm calling up to them. We are in the leadership. I'm hearing that somebody can offer to help put us space again. And that you can catch it out to the public do about it. Because they want for that money in the diaspora. They can't sleep for the power they're working. They can't have a clip in their eyes. But they're placing that money.
Masisi, Dr. Masisi, listen. Don't listen to anything from outside.
Okay.
Don't listen and accept anything from outside. Or you can listen. You can listen because your ear open, but you can accept. You can only accept from the committee. What you hear the committee say, that what you accept and you can share. Once the committee has not said anything, and somebody say that your public information. So you wait for the committee. And the committee on our end, everybody knows. So the next thing you will hear, when they ready, they will call or they will issue a statement to say where the party headquarters will be constructed, how it will be constructed, who the engineer company they will be using, and all those things then. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm telling all my children, including you, I want to be my witness to record for this.
Leave that thing.
That party headquarters, I'm telling my father, that party headquarters will build. And that party I will send over 1 or 2 bed of cement or bricks.
You're just way. You're not. You're way. You're not. All right.
When I die, my glasses, if when I believe they carry it.
Okay. All right. We'll carry that.
But when you put me on record, all right. If not carry it, but I will work for that account for them.
Oh.
You got a party. Yes.
They better get we go.
Then you will see for I'm a woman. I'm telling you on the platform, I saw the government. I'm telling you, I'm speaking something to you. Take it in.
The gribble, they better work on it.
They will work on I'm telling them, yes, people after we want to build.
Okay.
But I do it. And my my bike for the CDC and put my belt on my head, my teacher, I carry that day. I want not and my teacher.
Okay. All right, Masisi. All right, thank you.
That's all I'm talking. Thank you.
Very interesting, Masisi. Let's go out of Liberia. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes.
Mr. Andrew, thank you for bringing me on. Hello?
Yeah, we're listening to you here in Liberia. Just give me your full name and
okay, I'm calling from Sacramento, California. Actually, all the tactics, like talking about Carrasby, talking about Jangako, it's just a tactic they want to use. They think that the politics can fit the guy. That they must say, oh, they're not part of the party. So then they will bring them to get a job. But these are not people that are wishing for that. And I just want to say this. is making politics to be too difficult in Liberia. I'm taking him, let him try to slow down. Because you come with development again, the people come out, they take power, they can't develop. Everybody see the ugly side of them, the baboon side of them. Now he coming with headquarters again. They want to find out that the Japanese side they come see now. Politics will be high in Liberia. You get room, you can't be around politician. They think we are doing, we are slow down. Nimaju na batemu, na batemu. Crappy. Thank you. God bless you all.
Thank you too. Have a nice day. Hello. Yes. You are on the air. Hello. You are on, Chief. Let's hear you.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah. You went off, sir. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the expert Chauncey, calling from Central Monrovia. Say, Andrew, let the people bring the money we want either.
What money now? What money you want to eat?
I don't eat just that money. I want to eat the money. Plenty of them want to eat that money because the whole of a resources and their time for camping, then they break it outside.
But the money, the money already outside. The money already outside.
So we eat it. Then from there now we go to our pa. We're not rushing it. They like it about bring the whole place there. Every second there's a more bring anywhere even say that our own heart like the CDC. They're not a building because CDC. So they just suffering as best. Well, what I can do a rat. They can do nothing, they can just walk over it. They think we'll do that in Liberia. To the now, they will not live the test. So because we will go there when people going battle, we'll be in land. The chance that here, man, somewhere will go vote. Because we'll go and anoint you. And when prophecy comes, I don't care how long it takes, it can't have to wait. We thank God we go to them for the same year. Let the Liberian people see who are the problem. Now they are already see the problem. So anything they want to, they wouldn't do, they will not care for us. But we're waiting for them.
All right.
Thank you. Bye.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening, Sanaji. Good evening, and to the team loving to our local country. Well, Sanaji, my name is Mohammed Donzo Fufana Jr. I joined the conversation from the Somali area to be persistent at the Munafashi. Sanaji, I want to appreciate you and then appreciate the entire Kings FM family. And well, I don't want to send this caveat to Mr. Barker. Mr. Barker, what you doing in this country? You are harming your children and your lieutenants who are very young in this country. Mr. Barker, what you doing? You got to stop what you are doing. I don't think this guy is from local country really, because imagine we the Lufians, we are intelligent people. We like humanity, we love people, but this guy have an evil plan. I don't think it is true that people always saying that this guy is from Sevalon, because Sevalon, sometimes, I want to say all of them they are arrogant people. But Mr. Barker, I beg of you, please stop what you are doing in this country. You are harming your children and your young lieutenant that you have employed as worker for this nation. Mr. Samaji, I want to applaud our president, and I just want to say something this evening. Some people always going to, oh, this person not do it. They are union party that change themselves as a sedition. They call on a platform saying that, oh, the person now, appoint this person, and we know that trace and aggravate. So we are aware about them, and we are telling them we are satisfied with our committees and nothing, but we are satisfied. Thank you, bro.
Thank you too for calling. Great day. I wish you. Hello. Hello. You are on, madam. Hello. All right. That's how we end the call. Thank you so much, all of you. I appreciate all. So, two things, and then we are out. I've not left the talk going into 2029, but this issue came in. We still have that talk between 5, 6, 7 minutes before we close. We'll get it back. Just so you know, you'll get it. You'll listen carefully. People who are informed, they are the ones who should be helping the ones who are not informed. Unfortunately, most of the people who are informed are misleading, especially those who are on social media. We can understand, but that is why we have the radio. That is the essence or the purpose of radio. All the people that you see writing, questioning CDC or George Weah and his team, putting together those names, are all shame people. They are working for Unity Party. They are helping to create a distraction. Distraction means the things that Boaka are not doing or the bad things that Boaka are doing, so people will not be focusing on them. So they will just be on CDC. The committee that George Weah and his people put together, they're not a committee so responsibility to build the party headquarters. That's why they're not telling you, and they ought to tell you so you will not get confused. The reason why some of you now, you're saying, oh, the person should not be there. Oh, the person betrayed the party, because you think that the committee here now coming bail the party headquarters. And you can blame the people too, because the party too make it clear. But here is it. Those names that you saw and you are aware of, or that committee, their responsibility to look for money. One, their responsibility to look for money. How to get money. So they will draw up that plan, or they will come out with a good idea how they can collect money. That's the first thing. Then they will have to ensure or to make sure whether it is possible for the headquarters to be built in 1 year. So their whole responsibility, that on two things, and that two things there, again, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, all the way to Z. That two responsibilities to get, but those two responsibilities get A, B, C, D going. So they're not the people that are coming to build a headquarters. You want build. So you get an idea. Then you put the idea together. But you don't get the money. But you get an idea. That the money now will make sure that the idea becomes a reality. That the committee work here. Just so you know. That our responsibility to inform you, to make you to know. The committee here will sit down. All of them will come together. All the people in the committee. Then they will start talking. How to get the money. Where to get the money. When to get the money. Who to reach to. Whether they will open account. Whether they will tax themselves. They will ask each member of the party, the people they call executive, the BB people then, whether they will tax themselves to pay a certain amount, or they will take loan, or they will ask some of their Google friends that all I want when they sit down around the table, they'll be discussing. That is committee work. When they finish with all I want now, then they will sit down again and look at the time. They say, oh, our boss man gave us a time of 1 year to finish CDC headquarters. So let's look at it. Whether it is possible, the time our boss man or our standard bearer George Weah gave us to finish the party headquarters, whether it is possible, it can be done within 1 year. That one they will sit down now, they look at it. And the main thing they will be looking at to see whether it is possible within 1 year, the kind of headquarters that the committee here. So when you see the people that you want to see, everybody in the committee, name me everybody and go there. From the committee now, you will hear other one, the other committee responsible for the other committee responsible for that, the other committee responsible for this. That the committee will start everything. So when they finish now, they say, okay, we would need a publicity committee. And you see, the people need to know. So where that committee will be responsible to be informing the people. So when the committee finish now, they say the water committee responsible for public outreach or information. They say, yeah, the idea, yeah. That committee there now will put the idea together. They will write a statement, then that committee now will take it. They will sit down. They say, oh, we're giving it to all our radio stations. Kings FM, Banner FM, Voice of Liberia, Freedom FM. That committee responsible that they work there. The other committee that responsible, they ain't got nothing to do with publicity. They ain't got nothing to do with anything concerning public information. They get different role. So you will see that at the end of the day, you might have about 5 or 6 or 7 sub-committees. All of them will be working under the committee here that the standard bearer put together. So the another committee here, responsibility only then will build a headquarters. So that why you know now, and then you're just understanding your way. So that's why we say we explain it. That's the reason Kings FM here. We explain it in a way that you understand it. So when you see it happening, you say, oh, but how can you explain it? And you see what the people doing. We can't understand radio, then you will hear committee responsible for this committee, that committee, the committee. Some of the names that you hear on this committee, you will hear in another committee, or you will see it there, or you will read it there. So the one and the way you feeling uncomfortable, that the propaganda on there. That's how the people explaining it. And you know the people. So they are saying, oh, how the other person are on the committee? The other person that the responsibility. Then you too. You don't even wait to, you feeling jitter. You feeling scared. The committee get only 2 responsibilities. The idea is there. That's also educated people here. Well-educated people, they know how to get things done. So they're not guessing things. And when you're ready to start, you can have 500 persons as committee members. It will not work. There are few people. Everybody get different contacts and different gifts. So when the people finish now, they say, okay, AB, the veteran communication person. So the committee here responsible for communication, AB is the head. Opo AB there. The high low. They say, oh, KOK, the media man. Okay, he will all put a committee there to work with AB there. All the people there, all the media people. So anything they want sent to the public now, they're not there themselves will go sit down and talk it. That the media people will talk it. The other people who are responsible for whatever, they will be responsible. The fanatic over there and the other people will not go and be doing that one. That's what they call subcommittees. So don't be carried away by what the people saying on the other side. When you hear it like that, the way they're running with it, the other person are there. Oh, Joe, we are in let the other person. Yeah, the mayor in a set up committee. He only put the people that are close to him. What's about the other person? What's the other person? Then you too, you sort of sit down and think and say, but that headquarters the people coming to bail or that beating, so that only few people will do it. You don't think that the people, the people who are responsible to find idea how it would be, then they will come up with different idea again, different committee. So when you start thinking that way now, when you share it with somebody, will say that's true, that's how it is. Then you know that what the other people talking on the other side, the Baba people, they just want to chocolate things. Yeah? So you don't worry, yeah? That's how it works. So thank you, Dale. That's all the time we've got to be here. The news is on at 6 o'clock in just under 30 minutes. Thank you all for being with us. Joining us at 8 o'clock for, you know what's up, at 8 o'clock. The doctor himself is in, the only teacher of the land. Anthony at law, A.B. William, will face the issues. If God permits, we're back tomorrow. I'm Sam Andrews. Shalom.